Hey, what's up you guys, Blackwing K here, welcome to another video. So today I'm actually going to be doing a Kazuha video, but not the Kazuha video which you were expecting. So some things happened and that video once again got delayed, but this is perfect because now doing the story quest for Kazuha, and Kazuha's banner drops in like 30 minutes, so throughout this I'll be playing. After at the end maybe I'll do the trial and whatnot, or maybe save that for a future live stream. So yeah, I delayed that video so much that the Kazuha banner came and crept up on me and actually comes out today. Throughout the video you'll be seeing me drop some hints as to the video that's coming up. I've already said it in a live stream, but it's basically, will Kazuha come with us to Inazuma? That's the question that I want you guys to hold on to and, just think about it while we're playing through the story quest. I know Asia and Europe has already played through this, and even the North American people, because this story quest came out early, way before Kazuha's banner dropped. So, yeah, I'm not gonna hold you up here too long. I am on a time limit, and it is hot. There is currently a heat wave outside. It's 91 degrees at this moment. It is very hot. But thankfully the AC is on, and let's see if things go well from here, so let's jump straight into the video. Alright, so like I was saying before, we're still on the Klee banner, so Kazuha still hasn't come out. 22 minutes left for Klee. Look at that, you saw that? 12k primos? I have 12k primos right now. So yeah, I've been saving up. I don't know who I'm gonna pull for yet. I'm waiting for July 9th. July 9th is the date that I'm guessing. I'm predicting that July 9th will be the 1.7 special program presentation. So the next live stream, I'm waiting for that to see who the next two banners are gonna be, and then I'll decide whether I want to pull for Kazuha or not. Like if the next two characters aren't that, then I'll say, okay, I'll try Kazuha and maybe skip a banner and then go for the second character to come out in a couple of months and whatnot. So yeah, I already had Klee, as you can see from the live stream. I already had Klee from way back then. Second 5-star character I've had. First star was Chi-Chi. First 5-star was Chi-Chi. Anyway, so let's go ahead and activate that quest, which I think is here already. Chapter 2 Prologue. So it's actually not Kazuha's story quest, it's actually just Chapter 2 Prologue. So I guess I don't have to correct myself. The title already tells you what you're watching, so let's go. So where are we going? Why do we have to go over there? That's like right outside of Liyue Harbor, right? It's right at the... Oh my god, it's right at the teleport waypoint too. Right, so we get straight into it. I wonder how long this prologue is gonna be.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss.
Oh, so we're picking up right after there. Literally right after the Dainsleif Archon quest, the second one, not the first one. I'm feeling a bit better.
Keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Wow. We look so lifeless almost. Damn. There must be more to this than meets the eye.
Reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us.
The end of our journey is probably going to be way many years from now.
What this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
I'm glad to have you as a guide, Paimon.
Will be sure to keep up the good work.
Yeah, we're really very fortunate to have Paimon by our side.
Where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
I still need to find that god.
Took your brother away in the first place?
Speaking of that god that took our brother away in the first place, that had to have happened after the events of Conria, right? Yeah, because apparently it's speculated that the sibling has been awake for over 500 years ahead of us, but they decided not to wake us up until basically everything went to ruin. Like, Conria being destroyed and whatnot, and them being called the prince or princess, depending on your sibling gender. So yeah, that's pretty much what's speculated at this moment, that they were awake at least 500 years before we're woken up. So after that, then we confront that god that decided to step in and separated both of us. So yeah, there's actually a video about that. I'm not sure. I'll have to look for it first. I did see it, but I haven't I saw somebody react to it, basically. So I'll link that in the description.
You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
I need to teach her a lesson she won't forget. I need answers from her.
Paimon bet she's the key to understanding this whole mystery.
Pretty much.
We've
Pretty
ruled
much.
out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Let's go to Inazuma.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
I'm sure there is someone we've met.
Someone already.
Otsko.
In Liyue Harbor.
Exactly.
She's from Inazuma.
She's like the only character
see
from
what she has
Inazuma
to
we see
say.
here. Right? I'm pretty sure Otsko's the only one. I haven't seen anyone else. And there we go, Chapter 2 Prologue. Autumn wins, Scarlet leaves. So we're gonna meet Kazuha in this prologue story. Look at her right over there. It looks like Otsko was waiting for us to approach her. Usually she's walking around. I never really see her standing still here.
Oh.
So, Otsko, what can you
Hello.
tell us about Inazuma?
Oh, I mean, good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Let me guess the reaction. What? You want to go there? Which I'm guessing Kazuha is gonna react the same way. It's like, what? You want to go to Inazuma? You know how hard it was for me to get out, and you want to go back? I'm not helping you. Beto, if you want to help out, you go ahead, but I'm not. I ain't doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
so
God.
that's why you're here. Well,
Okay,
there
not
is
the
a
reaction
way.
I was expecting. I was expecting more of a, like, man, it's hard to get out of that country. You want to get in
We came
there?
to the right person.
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely
Okay.
on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail.
The Shogunate forces. We see that in a Kazuha's teaser trailer with, we see Beto in there as well. That small boat, the reason I smirked right there is because we recently just did the little web event that we had where Kazuha's building a little sailboat. And, we get some rewards after doing that and whatnot. That was a pretty little fun web event. It's a web event that I actually remembered to do. Because if you know, before I was complaining a lot about these web events where I had to use a QR code to basically get in, where on PC you can it takes you straight to the page. But it is what it is. It doesn't look like MiHoYo is going to back down from this QR code business, so
After I
yeah.
escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reach the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Did someone from Liyue
That's
save
right.
you?
I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
I see. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more information here. Kanjo Commission. I did want to say, throughout this video, I will be mentioning stuff that we found out in the Midsummer Island Adventure. There were pirates from Inazuma that actually crashed there, and they crashed the boat. So later on, I'll be dropping some more information when I can interject and whatnot. So yeah, I smirked again because again, I keep bringing up One Piece references with Wano Country, where that land is so restricted, it is also a closed nation. And one of the most important characters in One Piece his wish is to open the borders of Wano. So that's where we're currently at in One Piece, but back to Genshin Impact.
Hanjo Commission? What's that?
So is that another faction? Because I don't think that's been brought up before. Or maybe that's another word for the
Along with
shogunate's
the other two
forces.
commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryou Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling.
So that's the one we gotta keep an eye for. The Tenryou Commission.
It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
Oh yeah, we have compelling reasons,
You should
right?
know that the
we
sea
must get
around
there.
Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma.
Yes, we're gonna have a lot of obstacles ahead of us. And even one of those dialogue from Kazuha says that, you know, even after the storm, you'll be met with a great, challenge
Even if you
ahead of
did
us.
manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Which means we're gonna enter the country illegally, not legally.
Seems like
I
they
guess.
really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But there is some place for
They only
Outlanders
set
to
that
go,
up as
right?
a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if
Wow,
you
it's
really
really
are
strict.
set on going, there is one thing you could try.
Okay, before she goes on with that, does that mean that once we set foot in Inazuma, are we gonna fight a lot of the samurai enemies? So here's we don't have a lot of human enemies in Genshin Impact. Most of the human enemies really are just the Fatui and treasure hoarders. Now, what if in Inazuma we get to fight samurai forces from the shogunates? The shogunate's forces. Like we saw in Kazuha's teaser trailer, he was approached by those in the straw hat and a bunch of katanas. If you remember back to the early days in the early chapter of Liyue, when we're accused of killing Rex Lapis, we get to fight Liyue's polearm, the Millilith. We basically get to fight the Millilith for, a couple of times. I think it was like two or three encounters we've had with the Millilith. So let's see if in Inazuma we get to fight the samurai. I'm actually looking forward to that. We need more human enemies. It's just Hilichurls, Abyss Mages, and that's pretty much it. We should fight more human enemies. And it looks like Inazuma's gonna be that place.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
How do you get seasick? You're floating, Paimon. You're
That's not what I
floating.
meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue.
The Crux Fleet, of course.
Voyaging
Beto's
far and
crew.
wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beto, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the
Let's
flagship
give it a
of the
try.
Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Got it. That ship's been there since the very beginning. Ever since you set foot in Liyue, discover Guyun Stone Forest, you see
Then
Beto's
there's no
ship
time
over.
to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
I totally forgot that there's like 3 Abyss Mages up here, going up Guyun Stone Forest, and my god, they spotted me from way far. Like, I tried my best to avoid that conflict, but as you can see, I took some damage there, but it's alright, You win some, you lose some. No pain, no gain. Ain't that right? Do I have enough? Yeah, I definitely have enough stamina to make it through here. I have not been here in a while. I think I actually came here before because I wanted to see if there was any mention of Kazuha or, you know, other characters we've yet to, like, see, like Yao Yao. Yao Yao was name dropped way early in the game, so who are we gonna speak to here? The captain guy? Oh, whoa, they're right there! Kazuha and Beto are right here! Yo!
What we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right?
My reputation precedes me.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said.
I know Kazuha's right there, and Kazuha is supposed to be the center of attraction, basically, because new character, Inazuma and all, but how can we ignore Beto? This is the first time we've even heard her speak in the story. The first time we see her included in the story. That's what really excited me, back when we saw the 1.6 trailer and whatnot. Woo-wee! And Beto looked so good in that teaser trailer for Kazuha as well. I'm sorry, Kazuha. It's waifus above meta. Waifus above husbandos in my books, okay? I'm sure there are others that will prefer the husbandos over the waifus, but come on. You can't just ignore Beto.
She's a
Let's
hard
go.
one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person.
Why didn't we meet you during that whole
Judging by
Sile
the clothes
business?
on
Were
your
you
back
busy?
and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Floating thing.
Hey, the name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Floating child, floating fairy, floating thing. I need to make a list of names that people have referred to Paimon.
What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Wind and earth, Animo, Geo, but also the stars.
The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not
Is this
far
guy a
off,
bard
but
by any
they go
chance?
by a different name in Inazuma.
Oh. Oh?
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
Yo, I love Beto. Yo, oh my god. But wait, okay, wait. You were saying that it's kind of a similar to bards in Mondstadt?
With this fine
Inazuma,
ship
they go by a different
and the
name?
soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
See, this is one of the reasons I love his English voice as well. A lot of people prefer the Japanese, and honestly, the Japanese voice does feel more at home with the Japanese culture, given that he is from Inazuma, and Inazuma is based off of Japan. So I would see why people would prefer the Japanese voice, but his English voice, it speaks about his character, while his Japanese voice speaks more about how epic his character is, coming from that land and being a swordsman as well. But yeah, his poetic side is really best expressed here in the English voice, I gotta say. So it was really well done. All voices, again, are well done, so just wanted to point that out.
No, I can't argue with that.
Very poetic.
Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh,
Alright, so
wait
we're
a
talking
minute,
about that
what's
clash.
the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean?
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even
I
heard
didn't
of
even
it?
know about anything.
The Crux Clash
No.
is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents.
Okay, so also I wanted to point out I didn't really see Kazuha's back because I know that's where his vision would be. I just wanted to see if he had a vision now, but again, it wouldn't make sense because the teaser trailer already showed, Kazuha using his animal abilities to take out the samurai. But let's talk about that later.
Important rules. 1.
Oh, these
competitors
angles
must be
on
renowned
Beto.
fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it.
Oh, okay. So you actually want real fighters, not just. It's not just a tournament of
So,
expression.
got nothing to
It's a
worry
tournament
about
of
there.
power.
I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2. You
Okay.
can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
I mean, I don't have a vision, but oh yeah, I don't have a vision,
You
but
must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
I mean, we were trying to say that we don't have a vision,
And
but we
with
can't
Liyue's
use the
savior
elements.
taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this.
Is this gonna be the vision?
It's a masterless vision.
A master? Oh, I guess a vision without a
Supplied
wielder.
by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna have a vision. I think the whole point of our character being able to use all the elements without a vision is the key part to what makes us special, what makes us stand out from everybody else in
Is there really
Teyvat.
such thing as a masterless vision?
But yeah, that's actually something we've never even
When a
conceived
vision
of.
bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Interesting. So it's actually Kazuha
So
who
if you don't
brought
have a
this
vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your
Masterless
hands
vision.
on one of your very own.
A vision is of no use to me,
We're
though.
interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
See, now that's the reaction that I was actually hoping to see. Otsko kind of just gave us a big info dump about what's going on over there and whatnot. But this is exactly the reaction I wanted to see. He's like, Kazuha can't even grasp his hairs. He's like, you want to go there? Why? What is wrong with you? Stop it. Get help. That's basically what Kazuha is telling us here. Oh my god. Oh my god. By the way, I know you can see that my face is completely this way now. I totally forgot that I was supposed to start recording a different way, but I don't have that ways to record yet. So now I changed my monitor for the PS4 way over there, so now I might have to be looking over there, so it's gonna be looking weird. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's continue with the
Well,
story.
why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat.
Oh, look at Beto. It's like it is
In that case,
easy.
if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Thank you. It was that easy. It was that easy. By the way, thank you for you guys for your comments from that video that I did reacting to the chapter storyline preview to that video, where my prediction was basically either Ayaka or Beto helps us get into Inazuma, and the only one that I couldn't really predict was Kazuha. He was kind of the wild card in there because I wasn't really thinking ahead of like maybe there's gonna be a new character that we don't know that'll actually help us get into Inazuma. I was really thinking of characters that we kind of know of already, because it kind of wouldn't make sense. And look, we have Beto here, so it would make sense. So Kazuha's knowledge and Beto's expertise sailing the seas and whatnot, no problem. We're gonna get to Inazuma. Also, I like how she just said, Inazuma, no problem. Hell yeah, we'll get you there. Considering that I think taking down a Leviathan was more difficult than just going into Inazuma. So yeah, again, remember my question. Remember that theory that I have burning in my head. That question I keep asking myself. Will Kazuha come with us to Inazuma? Or will he stay with Beto? Or is he going to not come at all? So just keep holding on to that question. I feel like we're getting there. That was easy. We're going to watch this tournament. No problem, Paimon. We can do this.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
I mean, you have to know about us, though, that we actually can use elements.
Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great.
I'm not
Then
worried at
let's
all.
get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be there. People were telling me that the tournament spot was going to be in the new islands and whatnot. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it is not. Because the islands are temporary. Before they were saying that it's going to be the new area unlocked. That's where Beto's storyline is going to be. No, it is not. I knew it was Guyun Stone Forest. Like, I literally said that's the area that a ruined hunter was guarding a chest. That's going to be the area.
Seems like
I know.
it will only be a matter
let's
of
go.
time before the answer is revealed.
About the vision? The Masterless Vision? It's very interesting, though. This is actually... Ooh, new achievement. This is actually something that I am really looking forward to diving deeper into. As you already know, what I'm focusing mainly on this channel is digging at this game's lore and the character backgrounds and the meanings of their names and all that good, sweet jazz. So the Masterless Vision is something that really has not been touched upon before. We do know that they're given visions, and the element that they get is basically because they resonated with the will of said Archon. But apparently, you know, like basically Venti gave Klee that vision, but Klee's element resonated more with the Pyro Archon, so Pyro Vision. And that's, so far, that's all we know in terms of vision and whatnot, or how to get a vision to glow. So, yes, let's speak to these two to see what they have to tell us. Alright, what does Kazuha have to
Martial
say?
arts tournaments always remind me of the duels they have back in Inazuma. But when the combatants
Samurai
are obliged to exercise restraint, it is unlikely they will ever display their true potential.
So you're saying that in Inazuma we have fights to the death? Yo, remember in, I'm not sure how many of you have played Ghost of Tsushima, but in a certain part of the game, we get to fight these different samurai, and it's basically like a duel. And it's basically a fight to the death. That's what it is. So you challenge these samurai and you basically just fight it out to the death. I wonder if we're gonna have something similar here. I'm asking for too much. I know, at this point I'm asking for too much, but I'm excited for Inazuma. I'm pretty sure you guys are excited for Inazuma as well, but it would be very nice if we could have segments like that too. Magukenkis! Yes, Magukenkis of different elements. We have Animo Magukenki, we have Cryo Magukenki that we know of. They could add a lot of Magukenki enemies in around Inazuma with different elements and, you know, testing us out, challenging us and everything. That would be amazing. I'm like... It just came to me because, you know, we have Magukenki. Magukenki came from Inazuma, and if you played the Midsummer Island Adventure, you would know that basically what came from there was that it was stolen by the pirates of Inazuma. Just keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind. Alright, so that's all he had to say.
Go on, get yourself to
Beto, how
Guyun
about
and
you?
sign up already. I've already fixed up the arena.
Alright,
You
I'm
can't miss it.
going. Gotcha. We're gonna head on straight over there, okay? Alright, so just like I said, as you can see, I knew it was gonna be behind the area where all the 4 Ruin Guards are, so I don't have plans to fight the Ruin Guards, so I'm just gonna swim straight over there. Honestly, you know, I just maxed out Zhongli's max friendship, and my team feels so naked without Zhongli.
Beto said that
Right there,
we
I see
had
them
to be
already.
renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Wait a second, I don't see the Ruin Guards. Size up the competitors? Okay. Uncle Yoon. So you're a martial artist, huh?
Hello. Are you
All right,
here to
Uncle.
compete in the Crux Clash?
Oh, so that's what it's called?
bet
The
I am.
Crux Clash?
Have you put your
Okay.
names down yet?
No, we're
Well,
just
I'd have a
taking. We
look
just
at
want
the
to take a look
entrance
around
criteria
first.
If I were you, then allow just anyone to take part. The
Right,
Clash is
we
a
pretty
comprehensive
much got
test
that
of
already.
fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see
Gotcha.
that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
I see someone in a suit back there. I'm not sure if that character hasn't loaded in. I'm pretty sure you can see that right behind Paimon's hair. They're wearing like a black suit and is an older gentleman.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chuhu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Yo, why does this guy sound so young for his character? Oh my god. Former.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part.
Alright, I mean, he doesn't look that old now that I take a second look at him, but I mean, he has to
Not
be
to
at least
mention,
in his
I've
late
helped the
30s.
Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
Doesn't sound that impressive, honestly. I mean, of course, comparing them to ourselves, who have done
They tried to
greater
sneak
things,
past me under the cover of
that's not
darkness.
impressive.
They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you.
Sounds impressive.
Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Thanks for letting us know, buddy.
Around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Oh, man. Okay. Alright, let me add something real quick to that. So, you know, if a competitor comes in and says that they've handled some assassins and cryo-sisson mages, those are people to look out for, you know? But then again, it depends on how they tell their story. Like, if it sounds too unbelievable, like something even we couldn't do, like taking out 5 assassins at the same time and 10 sisson mages, sisson and electro mages, nah. You bugging. Alright, Chai. Talking to Chai. Another one of the
Hi there.
competitors.
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the Masterless Vision.
Right, so that's what most people are after as well. And I understand why you want to go for a vision. Imagine it resonating with you, like how... Yeah, but these guys look too normal to be like any character. Are we gonna meet any new characters here? I don't
With
think
a
so.
vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous?
Who's the
He's
master?
the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You
don't think I've heard of that
probably
clan
wouldn't have
before.
heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous
Really?
as the master himself, anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch.
Wow. It sounds like a shockwave almost. Like one of those techniques. Alright, so we must know by now, if you've done commissions in Liyue a lot, you probably have run into Smiling Yan Shao, I believe, where... I forgot the name, but there's this guy that you have to give food to every now and then, and a ruin hunter will spawn where you don't do damage to this ruin hunter, and he just turns around after eating his food or something like, let me take care of this. And 1, 2, 3, like a second, a blink of an eye, the screen goes dark and the Ruin Hunter falls. So that guy, there's more to him, and I'm wondering if there's actually more people out there with special abilities as well, that they don't necessarily need to have a vision to be able to, you know, kick some arse.
For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a
Sounds
challenger
neat.
flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is.
Dude,
but it's
really?
extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
Ah, so you guys will be nothing. If your master were here, though, that's a
Clearly not
different
that
story.
naturally
but-
gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
I'm gonna have to take a note of that name. If I can find my pen, I saw it. Leon Shen, I'm gonna have to take a note of that name.
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
Are you sure this isn't a scam? Now, wait a minute. Now that I remember, there was a fake yaksha around, you know, trying to force people, and it was through payment.
But here we
this
are,
is probably a
having
scam.
trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
Smell that? It tastes like a scam. And it smells like a scam, too. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of suspicious of that ever since the whole, the fake yaksha guy that
Recently,
wore the fake
though,
mask
we
and
heard that a
whatnot.
vision
Yeah.
bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Shinchu mains rise up. I'm not a Shinchu main at all, and I don't really use them much, except for like a couple of domains to get rid of Abyss Mage barriers. But yeah, Shinchu main
So,
rise
if
up.
we
That's
can
the
get our hands
Guhua
on a
clan.
vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well,
Yeah, a
we
vision
have to
won't make
try
you better at
something
martial
new.
arts.
Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Yeah, I think your
Exactly.
master's scamming.
It can't
you.
hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come
Lingshan.
from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you
Well,
in the arena.
that's the spirit. Yeah, we'll definitely see you two in the arena. All right. Where's the other ones? Wait. Where's the old man that I saw? Oh, it's him. It's him. Oh, okay. It looked. I thought he was like in a tuxedo from far away. That's what it looked like. Okay. Jinyo.
Hey,
He's just
youngster.
chilling.
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Either he's cocky, confident, or he's really confident that he's like, nobody's gonna stand up to him. He might have some special powers, we don't know. But usually those to take note of are those that are being lazy around, like, you know, not really having to worry about like working out or anything before a match. He's
If so,
confident things will go
seems
his
I
way.
found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion.
Alright, he sounds a little too
For me,
arrogant for that, but let's see.
Obtaining a
Let's see.
vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No,
Do you want to
no.
become an
It's
adventurer?
not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know how that sounds,
think
but
so.
let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far without any setbacks. I've passed every exam
Is
I've
that
ever
so?
taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing.
The vision. I'm guessing he's going to say the vision. So if he had the vision, he will be the most perfect person. I like that he actually tried to give a decent explanation there, but I'm still not buying it. It seems like you're still a bit too arrogant. You said you never let the praise get to your head, but honestly, that's what it sounds like. To me, it's like you're the most perfect. You believe yourself to be the most perfect person. Now, you can say that and not come off as arrogant, so I don't believe he's saying it the right way.
You have so much self-confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have so much self-confidence, but I mean, the way he's portraying it and expressing it here, it makes him sound arrogant.
That's not important.
Are you a renowned fighter?
I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf.
You're gonna get your arse
whooped,
dude.
An entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course,
Did you pay
I also
them?
put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Oh, I'm sure
I
you
seem to
have.
have gained another fan. Don't let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today.
You see what I mean? Like somebody that really talks like that. If he was more humble, that's the word I was looking for. I might
Now
have
then,
believed it
if you don't
and,
mind,
maybe been
I'm
rooting
gonna
for him on the
finish my
sidelines.
pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before
my
you'll get to
God.
see me in action.
So this guy we definitely don't need to worry about. The competition is whack. Dude, there's nothing special about these people. I thought maybe we're gonna see
So,
one
to
person at
recap,
least
we're
that we'd have
up
to worry
against
about.
an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Exactly.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on,
Oh
let's go
yeah.
sign up.
I got this in the bag. Alright.
Jinx, the
Zhuhan,
village arm wrestling
please
champion, huh?
sign me up.
All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I
The
hear
one
that
and
right?
only. Ooh, so a lot of people know about us. I mean, yeah, I guess they would have
really
after what
them?
happened in Liyue.
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I don't have a
I have to ask,
vision.
aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her!
Correct.
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, yes.
I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
You see Paimon's face? Yo, Paimon loves this. Paimon
I
is
trust you are
loving
aware
every
that,
second of this.
Only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really?
I don't have a vision.
But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
Yeah, you know, that's... I mean, they have to have verified at least before, like with Beto, like, yo, I can still use elements. I don't have a vision, but look, I can use more than one element, you know? So, technically, that's a loophole in this little crux clash that I technically don't have a vision, but I have abilities that a vision wielder may have.
She still doesn't
Yep.
have a vision, though. See for yourself.
Do we
My
need to take off any
apologies.
clothing or
I didn't
anything?
mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
Oh,
So far, I've
What
got
do we write down?
defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Oh man, which one do we say? I defeated a Fatui Harbinger. I saved Dvalin. That's another big one. I'm the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. I feel like this one's a little more humble, I would say. Like defeating the Fatui Harbinger, like, yeah, I defeated the big and the bad Fatui Harbinger. Let's go with the Knights of
Also, don't
Favonius.
forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not limited to, Storm Terror, Dvalin, and Fatui Harbinger Child.
Thank you, Paimon. Thank you kindly,
Whoa.
Paimon. That's the thumbnail right there. Yo, that's okay. Maybe not the thumbnail, but oh my god. Oh my god. Perfect. 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 This look
Might
is
as
perfect.
well declare her the
I love
champion
this.
already.
Yeah, look at this.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay,
Oh, no, guys, don't lose heart.
That's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long
Oh
shot.
my god, I love that look on their faces.
Right. Your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero
Everybody's
such as
breathless.
yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize. Namely, a vision.
Ooh. Looks pretty. Now, the 1.6 trailer, I think I gotta say that it kind of already spoiled us on this. So, apparently it's gonna go missing from Beto's voice line in the 1.6 trailer. It says, like, the vision has gone missing, and whatnot. So they're trying to get a vision to glow. They're hoping for the champion to get the vision to glow for us to resonate with it. I was going to say, it'd be interesting if this actually becomes, like, something we get in our key inventory. Like, you know, we have a piece of, Dvalin purple thingy, something from Ajdaha, and also when we defeated Tartaglia, I think we have like different pieces in our main inventory, the key items. So I was kind of going along the lines, like if we did win this tournament and we get to keep this vision, I mean, honestly, a vision is of no use to us, but it would have been interesting to see that in the inventory as a 5-star item or whatnot, and maybe it has something, it'll play later on in the story, it'll have something else to do, right? So, yeah. Let's get back to this.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
Yep, that's all we're here for.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Should we not have said
Beto
that?
must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
It's like, yeah, guys, if you win the tournament, you get a free ticket to Inazuma. It's like, well, would I go there? Sign me out. I don't want to take part in this tournament.
See. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Everyone's misunderstanding the situation.
Nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. I can hardly believe it myself, to be honest. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey,
All right, let's go.
Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
Nice. Just basically brawl. An all-out brawl, no elements involved. No problem with me.
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Thank goodness I powered up my Traveler before this fight, so yeah,
All right,
makes sense.
It's showtime! You got this!
Of course I do. Thank you,
You
Paimon.
seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Yes, I'm
Good.
ready. Let's
Then
go.
please follow me
Let's
into
do
the
this. So they're probably gonna remove my character. Okay,
Our
yes.
next
And they're-
competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Wait, but we didn't beat everybody yet. Literally, that was it? What? Dude, no way. No way. I refuse to accept that. I should have let the guy talk then. Jinyo was the one that was being very arrogant and not humble. The opposite of being a humble person and being modest about them. Well, you know, it was just all out there like, yes, I'm perfect. The vision will make me even more perfect. Mwahahaha. Sounds like one of those gaudy people, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, let's talk to Beto. That was easy. I even got HP for hitting them or something. That was it?
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Yeah, I did like 2 charge attacks and 1 regular attack.
Impressive. but I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Did I do
Well,
that?
I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on, we all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
Oh my god.
You fought well.
Oh. Thank you.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that.
Yo, Beto is so nice. Honestly, I'm pretty sure everybody that mains Beto right now is just having a good time in this one. If you want to know which character I kind of main, it's Ganyu. I'm shocked that I have never announced myself as a Ganyu main, but I also use Chi-Chi as a main DPS. So there you have it. Those are my two characters I'm paying attention to.
You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
Okay. Also, I know that it's going to be missing since that was spoiled for us. I wonder if it's actually one of the competitors that just steals it because they're like, man, forget this. We're never going to beat the hero of Liyue. Let's take this and just run. Let's see if that's actually going to happen. Alright, so didn't know I was so popular.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
Okay.
For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Of course, yes.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Okay, thank you for that.
But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
I mean, there are systems like that. I'm pretty sure it's rarely seen, but in like tournaments, especially anime arcs with tournaments, you would see like the strongest team is already there to just, they put you straight to like fight in the, either the finals or the semifinals like we're about to do.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Okay. Yo, I love Kazuha's hair though. You see that color scheme? With the maple color,
Besides,
maple leaf color
at
there.
your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in the semifinal is finally
We're finally
booked.
here, folks.
Woo!
The real show is about to begin.
I'm telling you, Mihoyo knows what they're doing with these angles. We had that nice shot there, and then we see Beto's hip right there. Mihoyo, you think you're slick? We know.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent
let's do
has
this.
fought many rounds
I'm
to
ready.
get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why
Very
I'm
well.
here.
Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Perfect. Alright, we're ready to fight. Yo, who is the final person? Semi-final. So it's semi-final, and then we fight somebody in the finals. Who's the finalist?
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
Really?
I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
So we're facing off against a dark horse of the tournament.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Interesting. Getting a few butterflies over here. I actually am. I'm excited
Don't
to see
worry.
who it is.
Take some time to compose yourself.
At last, the
Wrong
moment
sheet?
we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero
Okay, he is
or
tough.
the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Ugh. I forgot to wait for them to finish talking. That would have taken too much time anyway.
It's a good feeling.
Okay, he was definitely tougher. No damage. No damage, by the way.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
I believe you have potential to be champion.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
Definitely.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body.
I like that mindset. That mindset will really carry you far. Now, one other thing I want to interject here with visions. I need to actually delve deeper into the lore, again, like I said earlier, with the visions, because I need to know how exactly people get their visions. The one I keep going back to, because it's like the most recent memory, is of Klee, saying how she got her vision. She was told by Alice that her vision was given to her by Venti, not by Venti, the animal archon, the god, the wind god. So that's how she got her vision and whatnot. So I need to see exactly how most characters got their vision. So yeah, we'll see.
I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Rongshi, you need to give us some names. Who did you beat?
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that Masterless Vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Okay, he was just in it for the fight.
Only in defeat
not the reward.
Can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
Paimon, I'm just as impressed as you are.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Is it gonna be another, like, random person like you? I do like you, though. Rongshi, I do like you a lot.
So don't get too cocky.
Don't worry, I'm not.
Very close.
Alright.
Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
There's really nothing I have to do. It's just basically a straight-out brawl with my sword. Is it fair that I'm using a sword? Like, how come somebody else here is not using a weapon? Like, they could have made me... Do you know how they would have made this extremely interesting? Take away my weapon and fight bare hands. Yes. A fist brawl would have been amazing. Where's that guy at? Who are we talking to now? This is Uncle Yun. Same person from before. With the young voice, the really young voice.
It's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
I know, I'm quite strong, right?
I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Ah.
Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent, quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
Ooh.
I faltered for but a brief moment, but before I knew it, he had me on the floor.
Alright, one thing I just want to add here that is kind of breaking the immersion of the tournament. How come we don't know who's going to be our next opponent? Like, where are we? Are we, like, taking a slumber or something? Like, if you're in a tournament, it would be like the sidelines. I would assume and imagine and predict that we would just be standing in the sidelines and watching as the other fights go on. Or are we supposed to, like, is this supposed to be like a secret hidden tournament? No, there are spectators. And I'm pretty sure we would be allowed to spectate as well. And said opponents will be spectating us to see how they're going to counter us and fight against us. So what? That's just something that I just thought about. I'm like, wait a second, why is this a mystery? Why don't we know? Like, are they fighting in some other arena and we're fighting? Do they have multiple arenas set up? I need to know this. That's kind of bugging me. It
Given
really
my
is.
stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league.
Wait, but no, he saw us fight marvelously, and we never fought this guy, so he's definitely been watching us as well.
Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Alright. Continue asking around. Who else? Oh, this is, Liang. What's up, buddy?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
Come on. You literally told us you couldn't use this ability, and you have shown no improvement. What, did you think that just because you were in the heat of the moment, like, yeah, I think I can do this. Come at me. Hit me with all you've got. Boof. Right there. Done. Out of it.
Why don't
Oh
you
my
dodge,
God.
they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Ling Shun clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
Oh my.
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Well, you know what? It is what it is. You're a good friend, because if you would have just left your friend there because, like, no, I can't help you, dude, because my tournament time is coming up. I have to show up. I have to, fight. At least you helped your friend.
I don't
So,
dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it.
Don't worry about it. You guys have good intentions. Like I said, you guys are probably being scammed. So I should probably check into that.
Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this.
It's
I'm afraid
fine.
I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good
I'll
luck.
do my best.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude. He cared for his friend. He carried him onto the boat. That's what you do.
We still
Best
haven't
buds.
got any useful information yet.
All right, time to talk to
Maybe we can
Beto.
go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Beto, I'm here.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
You are very
In
observant.
fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is. It's very
We wanted to
nice.
ask about who our
A nice,
opponent will be in the final
refreshing
round.
feeling.
Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
It's vital that we make it to
If that is the
Inazuma.
case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we?
Really?
I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
A Ronin, basically. Okay.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
Yeah, he's more poetic.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
Right, Kazuha, you know a bit about us, I see.
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
That's exactly what turned my head to. I'm like, oh, so you know quite a bit about us.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you.
Is that so?
However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Post-match entertainment. I wonder what that could be about. So where do you want me to go? Map, please. Open up. Okay, you want me to go over there? Sweet. I'll just teleport over here. But yeah, I kind of spent a little time taking out the Electro-Sissin mage that was here, so let me just collect my loot. Totally forgot about that. Alright, so what is it, what kind of hints do you have for me, Kazuha?
Let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Ah, so you know already.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
Yeah.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
Yeah, basically, that's what we were so, like, on edge when we were, like, joining this place. We have elemental abilities.
If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
Yeah, so from what we know so far about Kazuha is that he's very attuned with nature. Like telling when storms are coming and whatnot. I think that's a very impressive, like, thing to be, like, you know, have that kind of ability. Very nice.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
Definitely.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats.
Thank you.
To think a human could wield the elements without a vision.
I mean, am I human?
And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
A complex scent? Kazuha, tell us more. How does Paimon smell? I mean, you know, she is emergency food, so it's good to know what our food smells like, because that's really what, like, besides seeing your food, isn't smelling it also a big factor of how hungry you will get? Like, you go by a pizzeria and you smell that good pizza. Oh man, I really could go for some pizza right now. That pizza smells so good. Or you, an Italian restaurant and smell the spices and the pasta. Man, just imagining that right now, I'm getting hungry. But yeah, what?
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Hey, Paimon. No kink shaming. No kink
Could you
shaming.
perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch the Statue of the Seven. Honest.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's all thanks to Paimon's knowledge.
It's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Yeah, we don't. We're still in the dark about
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair enough.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
So we're gonna go beat up on some mobs. I doubt I'm gonna fight you. That'd be pretty interesting though, fighting you. Hey, crab. Do you want me to fight those? Okay. There we go. See, I came with Ganyu prepared for this moment because I'm like, yo, Ganyu is so strong. My Ganyu is not gonna be taken by anyone. Who do we have here? We have Klee. Yeah, I took them out. I used different characters, honestly. I could have done it with the Traveler, but it's more fun to do it with Traveler. I mean, my strong characters.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach.
And it was just slimes.
Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I kind of knew already that I wasn't really going to be taking any L's here, but...
Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
Thank you. I will not underestimate
Please,
him.
Save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles.
You know, something about Kazuha that I'm really being drawn to as well, basically this conversation we're having, because it reminds me of Albedo as well. Now, I was very excited to learn more from Albedo because basically, you know, he's an alchemist and he's a creation as well from, I believe he was created by Reindaughter. So Reindaughter creates Albedo, and Albedo is very knowledgeable that he's able to excel in alchemy. But apparently Alice is still more practically omnipotent, as we learned from the recent event. So yeah, that's why I was so drawn into the story right now.
The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
Exactly.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
Hey, Paimon, that's something I want to know as well, as I will later dig deeper into the lore about visions.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions.
The only thing we know so far about that is that humans that do have a vision will be granted the chance, or, you know, they can ascend to Celestia, basically. So that's what happens when you have a vision.
My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma.
I am indeed in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more.
Yes, please, Kazuha.
As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway.
Yes, we do
Inazuma.
know that.
Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead.
So, wow, okay, that opens up a lot. So, could it be that maybe Kazuha knew the person who this other vision belonged to? Because again, the Masterless Vision was basically offered up by Kazuha. So he probably brought it over from Inazuma, from someone he knew that unfortunately passed away. That could be something that's lead up. Ooh, this is good. This is some good information from you right now. Because again, I have not made that Kazuha video yet. And after this, I will now go gun-ho into that Kazuha prediction video, whether he will come to us with Inazuma. So far, he's given us no indication that he's interested in coming with us to Inazuma, so I'm still banking on that theory that he's going to stay behind with Beto after we get to Inazuma and whatnot. Another thing is that he's about to bring up something, which again, I think we heard in the 1.6 trailer already, I won't count that as spoilers, really. It's about the visions and how the Archons give out the visions. Okay, so it could be that before, Ball, the Electro Archon, was willingly giving out visions to those, but then something happened and they were aware of something going on, and they wanted to confiscate all the visions. Or it could be that it's happening against their will. Like, there must be a secret of sort to visions, and how they do get elements, and how they resonate with that said element, and awaken a vision, and whatnot. So, oh my god, all this information, so much theories to make out of this. I definitely got to make notes. So those are the 2 key points I wanted you to take note of. Either it's happening against the Archon's will, or Ball was willingly giving out these elements and the visions to people, but then said, like, wait a second, that's happening? Oh no, I have to put a stop to that right now. Give me all your visions. A shogunate. Write this Division Hunt decree. I need the visions now. I need to stop what's about to happen, or stop what's happening. So that's basically where we're at right now. Just those 2 key points. Keep that in mind.
In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself?
Exactly what I was just talking about.
Not to mention, with no new Electro Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's
Okay, wait a minute.
feelings on the
That
matter.
actually, I did forget about that. So, my mistake. So, that leans more toward to, that Ball was willingly giving out Electro Visions, but that still doesn't make sense, because it could be, okay, it must be more like a spiritual thing. So going back to what I said before, in Klee's example again, apparently the Animal Archon was the one that granted Klee the vision, but Klee's self resonated more with that of the Pyro Archon, if that makes any sense, and that's why she is a Pyro Vision wielder instead of an Animal Vision wielder. So it doesn't necessarily mean that because that Archon of that element gave you a vision, doesn't mean that you're actually going to get that same vision. Because we could go back to even Chi-Chi, who has Cryo. She has a Cryo vision, but obviously the Archon from Liyue is Morax, Rex Lapis, Zhongli, and he is Geo. So, just a lot of questions here.
She sounds less like an Archon and more
Oh
like
yeah, that
a
sounds more
tyrant.
accurate.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel.
So again, just quickly, I'm almost done with talking about this. So it could be that she cut off that spiritual connection with people, so no new vision wielders were actually being born. That could be it.
Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people
Why do I
locked
see a
within
Sama troll back there?
Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
It was a really long time ago now, and I'm not sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the
We weren't really
tournament.
talking that much about Inazuma, but we were talking about the current Electro Archon.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return
Sure,
together.
let's go together.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Alright, so has the vision been stolen now? Because I'm still waiting for that to happen, right? Because, again, the 1.6 trailer lets us know that a vision has been stolen. Unless that was completely out of context to confuse us. But it has to be here. Alright, so Beto! It's happened, hasn't it?
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up!
The finalist.
Your attention, please!
He stole it! The person we were supposed to go up against. I knew it. I knew it.
We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This
I don't think they realized it yet, but She kind of looked concerned that she didn't see the other guy.
We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds. She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's traveling hero!
Okay, so... Yo, that is such a hype way to be announced. Look at that smile on her face, too. Amazing. What an amazing moment. Yo, you kind of going with the overhype there that even the Fatui harbingers to turn pale. Child, you know, he's so chill about our whole encounter and whatnot. And Senora didn't even bat an eye at us.
I've been waiting
Oh,
for this
Scaramouche
moment.
either. He didn't really pay that much attention to us. He was gonna kill us, though.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling
Getting kind of
match
excited
in the
right now.
semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds.
Wait,
this is the
wait,
finals.
What? You can't just forfeit for not showing up? Oh, okay, she's not just gonna end the match like that. I'm about to say, like, wait, what do you mean? Because basically earlier, you know, the guy that helped out the other guy to the boat, unfortunately, he lost his place in the tournament because, you know, he wasn't present.
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they got the match time mixed up?
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
I guess we can do that.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this.
He picked it up right away.
Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Oh, so we're basically gonna hunt him down. We're gonna try to find him. We're gonna use our elemental sight to track this guy down, I bet you. Where you at? Where you at? Right here? Check the vision box. It's gone.
Let me see. It's gone, all right. The vision is missing.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing?
Obviously, the one person that's missing right now.
We don't know when it was
who.
taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross
Captain Beto, the one who took down a Leviathan, by the way. Even Shao has praise for her. Like, imagine that. Shao talking high praise about someone like Beto, huh? She's that one that took out that Leviathan. Impressive.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to
Yeah, I
get
mean,
it
you
back.
know, if it was something so precious, I understand wanting to show it off and keep it in a box, but honestly, you could have made a replica of it, like a fake one, and have the real one in your possession just in case somebody would steal it. But, you know, it's all in good faith. Like, you'd want to believe in people and whatnot, to be humble and trustworthy and not steal and whatnot. But, you know, it is what it is.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave
So
the
we're
matter
going to use
you
our
then.
elemental sight?
I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the
Oh,
spectators
so we can
that
publicly
came to see the
announce
match.
it to cause an outrage.
If you would, please come
Seems
with
there's...
me.
Oh, my opponent was a no-show anyway. Seems there's something else we can do.
But we're on an island. Where could he have
He
possibly
swam back to
went
Liyue Harbor. Let's swim back too.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
The winds of danger or opportunity? Where are we going? Back here? Oh, hey! What? So, wait a minute. You imagine it's Raptor?
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance.
Oh my god.
Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Better take me to some place with the assassins at. Alright. That's exactly where they took me.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
Oh my god.
I heard it the moment it was stolen. You'll see, shortly.
Thank you. I mean, like, just die already, dude.
Run from death.
Alright. What, so we really had to kill the assassin? That guy looks like he's gonna be trouble. Let me take him out. Yep.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hubris. This way. Follow me.
I'm gonna...
There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared
yes, I
for
am.
such a scenario.
No, time is running out. Let's go. Come on, go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1, and... I don't care about that drop.
We're
Where are
way
we going?
behind schedule.
Hoarders, they're here!
Really?
Treasure hoarders.
Had to be
just
these
as I
guys.
expected. In which case, please stand back.
Stand back. Where you at? We ain't even here, buddy. Alright. Oh, we still gotta go forward? Right back there. So he was a treasure hoarder this whole time. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Of course it had to be a treasure hoarder. Of course.
You caught up with me?
Oh, his
How
name
is
is
that
Faye the
possible?
Flyer. I was thinking of Raptor. I'm not sure who was the one that died during the Archon quest with Dainsleif, if we remember. We did see someone that died, because they were talking about Raptor and Big Sis of the South, but they just mentioned that they just sent some random treasure hoarder in there, who unfortunately did die in there. So I was thinking of Raptor.
I had even prepared a boat
Oh,
to
that's
assure
what you
a
got
quick
here.
getaway, and still you caught
Got
up
here
to
by
me.
boat. Thought you swam.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing
Yo,
you.
Kazuha, relax on this guy.
In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
Yeah, this treasure hoarder is not having that. You can look at it in his face. It's like, what are you saying about me?
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine.
You
I
imagine
admit
that
it.
the vision does activate and it's electro and Ball's like, what? I thought I turned those feelings off. What's going on here?
I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my
Then
way
you
to the
saw
finals
us and it's like, there's no way I'm beating that person up. So let me go and steal it.
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then
Yeah, you know, I
showed
could
up.
see a treasure hoarder actually, whooping. Even though Uncle Young said that he had beaten up. Was it Uncle Young? I think it was him. Yeah, he says he's beaten up treasure hoarders before, but I think this guy's of a different caliber.
After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you
Really?
and
So
Beto.
it happened then?
I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch
Got
up to
nowhere
me.
else to run now. Just give it up.
Drat. This should have
There will
gone
be
differently.
consequences if you resist any further. Just do as we say and there will be no further consequences. If you give up the vision, we'll let you go. Honestly, yeah, there's really no other beef. Just give us the vision.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless
yeah, I mean,
shell
like,
to me.
honestly, you're a treasure hoarder at the end of the day, but it's not like you blew up Liyue Harbor. It's not like you summoned an ancient god and to attack us. So honestly, all you did was steal this, give it back, and just go, man. Live your life.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Is that an Inazuma thing?
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain.
Okay, I can't guarantee anything what Beto can do to you and whatnot. I don't know.
It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Kazuha!
Whoa, whoa! We don't
Chill,
need to go that
Kazuha,
far, do we?
chill.
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Guess we're fighting anyway. Yeah, you don't want to fight Ganyu, though. Kind of awkward that he has to stand on there, though.
Just you watch.
Alright.
Just a temporary...
That was easy. See, I brought Ganyu here as my main DPS. I love how these two are standing here. Oh man, there's a lot of screen cap moments here, by the way.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand
I'm pretty
my
sure
forehead,
Kazuha was
please.
kidding. Right?
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for
you thought that maybe the vision would bloom in desperate situations, basically, since we were coming for his life, basically. You scared him, you said all those things to him. You thought maybe that would inspire a vision to glow again. I borrowed that little term, by the way, from One Piece again. Another One Piece reference. Blackwing, will you ever stop talking about One Piece? So, Haki blooms in desperate situations and whatnot like that, so he thought that maybe a vision would bloom.
Huh?
Or a vision would glow.
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me.
You truly are generous, Kazuha. The treasure hoarder leaves in a frenzy.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you
That's what it
trying
looks
to
like.
scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately...
So you were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened.
Ah, so that's right, because again, it did have a light before, but since the previous owner died, it kind of went, that's it, it lost its light. So what we're trying to figure out is, can we get a vision to glow again? That's the thing.
From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening.
So it's happened before.
After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I'll try.
The vision didn't seem to respond
there we go.
at all.
It's been proven now. Legitimately proven. We can't wield a vision.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take.
Why are you so attached to this vision? Or why are you so determined to rekindle this? I see more of an attachment, kinda. Well, no. It seems more like he's more interested in rekindling it and more the history of it. But remember what I did say. It could have been that he knew someone that did have this vision, and unfortunately, because they died, he held on to it because he knew them.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
There we go. Oh?
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power.
Is that the Electro Archon?
But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it.
Is that your older brother?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
He looks so much like him.
Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne.
Yo, this is so beautiful.
A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated
he looks so much like Kazuha as well.
While the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness.
So he had an Electro Vision.
In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Wow. Wow. Can I just say, that
Perhaps
was...
one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless.
Before I make the Kazuha video, I'm definitely going to replay that and watch it over again. That was by far the most beautiful one yet. Of, you know, those story parts that we get during the game and whatnot. Definitely one of the best ones I've seen so far. Wow. Wow. Yo, was that... He said the Hutonomi... Oh, God, that name escaped me already. But was that the Electro Archon? Dude.
But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
Wow. So again, it looked like his brother though. From the way it was presented to us, they looked similar. But he said old friend. He decided to go with old friend.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned.
If you need to talk more, I'm here to listen.
Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Damn, Kazuha's a really cool guy, you know? I'm still not, you know, so gung-ho about pulling for him, although normally I would if I'm going for every character. This is very different from way before. Like how I skipped out Beto banner because I wanted Ganyu. Hello, Ganyu. Sorry about that. That up. But yeah, Ganyu. I skipped out Beto for Ganyu. I can't say that I'm skipping Kazuha because I'm waiting for what, Ayaka? I don't know. I don't know who's coming up next, but I need to wait for the next live stream to figure out who's coming out next. And yeah, I just don't feel that urge to pull for Kazuha right. He's a fantastic character though. Oh man, it's gonna suck for me to skip him though. I'm saving Primo Gems. I'm gonna go all out on the character I really want. The one I really want is Yoimiya.
You lie on the grass.
Let's
you
continue.
Can feel the heartbeat of the world.
So, as I predicted, well, not really that I predicted, it looked as if the Ruin Guards weren't here, and yeah, it looks like Beto cleared them out. You know, Beto took out a Leviathan. She probably countered with the, you know, her counterattack, and then used her ult and vaporized the Ruin Guards. The bodies aren't even there anymore. Alright, we're back, Juhan. So, yeah.
Huh? Did Beto leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Really?
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
What?
Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
At least Beto and Ningguang have that kind of relationship, though, where it's not, you know... They have a thing going on. I'm pretty sure somebody out there ships them both, Beto and Ningguang.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
Right. They have a history.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
Ah, so the tournament is basically shut down.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Oh, that's right. Nobody knew about that.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was
As the
anticlimactic.
saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So, will we be able to travel Inazuma now?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word.
I love a woman of her word.
But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip.
This is the thing.
In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Ah, okay, so it's unnatural. So I'm assuming that after the conflict is resolved in Inazuma, which I'm sure it will, that the storms will be gone, the nation will be open, and we'll be easily able to travel back and forth.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
The Electro Archon is strong, dude.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest.
Damn. I mean, yeah, it's not the impossible. We know what I keep jumbling all those 3 names. We know what Zhang Li is capable of.
Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made.
Okay, but the key question here is, again, back from the beginning, Kazuha, are you coming to Inazuma with us?
In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So basically I had a whole page written out why he's not coming to Inazuma with us. It's basically himself. His own words implied that he was not coming to Inazuma, right? So it doesn't take away. I can still make that Kazuha video. So basically the other part now that we can dismiss this. Is he coming to us with Inazuma? He just said it. He's gonna take his own journey across Liyue to see if he can reawaken the vision. The next part of the question I want you guys to hold on to, as I will make time to make that video come out soon. I promise you, as soon as possible. You guys haven't even seen the Eula video or the 1.6 Midsummer Island Adventures. None of that. You have not seen none of that yet. But I guarantee you, you're probably going to see this first, then the Kazuha video, then Eula, and then Midsummer Island Adventure. The next question I want you to hold on, I actually have this here in my paper. It's basically, now that we know he's not coming with us to Inazuma, the next question is, will he ever return to Inazuma? So again, I'll give you a couple of, more information on that. I'm assuming that he will return to Inazuma after the conflict is resolved. Now that we know he's not coming with us now, that's all I'll leave you with right now. But yeah, that's all the information I have with my handy dandy notebook right here. Lore and theory crafting. Sorry, I jumbled that up.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
So this is where we part ways for now.
Thank you.
Nice.
May both our journeys prove meaningful.
Nice.
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
And that was his final words. And that's it. We're done. We are done. Autumn winds, Scarlet leaves. And the Crux Champion medal. I'm pretty sure that this medal is going to be in our important main inventory pouch. Yep, right. No, that's Realm Dispatch. Yeah, down here. Oh, it's not a 5-star item. Okay, it's just a medal. It's just a medal. So let's quickly go overview what we found out here. So the big question from the beginning was, will Kazuha come with us to Inazuma? We basically just got that answer. So just now I mentioned to you, the next question that will be in that upcoming video with Kazuha is, will he ever return to Inazuma in the future? So another, I kind of just want to tell you everything now, but that's kind of what that video is for, and that's what it's going to be about. So the other part is going to be about festivals. Now, we got the character information about Yoimiya and how she's a big part of the festivals in Inazuma. Now, there could be a future event where, you know, Kazuha may return eventually. We might see him in the future. It's his homeland, but only once the conflict is resolved. The other part of that theory, I'll keep it in the back burner as it's kind of one thing I really want to talk about. So I'll leave that for another time. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and hey, if you're new here, please do subscribe, as I am going to be coming up with more theories in the future, discussing more in depth about the lore of Genshin Impact, and basically just sharing you my experiences through the game and my live streams, posting them here. I do live stream on Twitch. I do have to say I've been kind of slacking on it, but still, it remains the same. Every Tuesday past noon, you'll be catching me live on twitch.tv/blackwingk. That's right, on Twitch, not on YouTube. So yeah, the next video you should be looking forward to is that Kazuha video, followed by a Eula video, the Eula story quest basically, and then finally the Midsummer Island adventure. Yes, I really enjoyed playing through that, and we still have more events to go through. So this is the first time I've actually done a character or chapter story quest, Archon quest, whatever, this soon, you know? I usually wait till like the end or wait a couple of weeks before doing that, but now I can finally start working on other things. So yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for the love and support. I will catch you in the next Genshin Impact video. It's Blackwing K. I'm out of here. Bye.